Hi everyone, my name is Fran Colors. This is assignment number 5, revisions and rationale for AEP 867, Instructional Design and Assessment on May 10th, 2022. First question asked, do tasks yield appropriate evidence of identified understandings? I believe that they do, based on the activities provided. Um, Students will be using all of the information that they are learning um, to predict whether um, weather conditions can be identified by the use of a weather forecast, and these 7 tasks are going to ensure that the student can um, display all of the information that they have learned once they are finished with this day 1 of the lesson. If making a revision to this day 1 of the lesson, I would combine both task 1 and task 2 to eliminate the extra time that they may take. Um, and for day 2, there are 6 tasks um, for the topic of 4 seasons and day length. I believe that if doing some revisions, that I would um, eliminate the use of task 1, which is the student survey, and just focus more on the data table review, just because some of the students may not be as familiar with doing that type of task. Okay, our next question, do tasks involve complex real-world application of identified knowledge, skill, and understandings? I believe they do, because a questionnaire is being done, and they're also doing a word search, and they are creating a wind vane, and they're having to use those materials and be hands-on to make sure that they can build that. I also believe that using technology to create the brochure in our 4 seasons and day length activity is a great way to um, do something that's related to the real world, because they may have to do that type of thing in the future. Are a variety of appropriate assessment formats used to provide additional evidence of learning? I only use 2 types of assessments. I do believe that with more experience that I will be able to be more creative and find more ways to assess my students, instead of just assessing their knowledge at the end of the lesson. Okay, are students given the opportunity to self-assess and reflect upon their learning and performance? I believe that they are, especially with allowing them to um, make corrections in a class, and to work with others in groups, and get that second perspective. I believe that with the use of more assessments frequently throughout the lesson will help them to gain a better understanding of if they are actually learning the material. Okay, I got some great suggestions. Someone mentioned that I should focus on making sure that my established goals only have a singular focus. That's something that I will be able to do in the future, and I understand that with more experience that I'll be able to get a better hang of that, and to be more to provide more information on task. That way everyone understands what's going on, and of course, spell check, something that I should have done a little bit better with. The IST standard used for this assignment is 2.6.a, foster a culture where students take ownership of their learning goals and outcomes in both independent and group settings. I think that this is something that's important as um, an educator to do, because there are lots of tools that can be used within the classroom. And these are my references. Thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your semester.